What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Scribe Gaming video featuring your bald-headed boy Scribble. Today is Friday. Good Friday, no less. Is it going to be a great Friday? I really do hope so. But anyway, let's get galactically challenged. We are on Dathomir facing off against bounty hunters, and not just any bounty hunters. Oh no, we have the giant slug himself, Jabba the Hutt, I think it's pronounced. I think that's right. Global modifier then is dark magic, because we are on Dathomir. It's full of dark magic, and it's also full of Night Sisters as well. Watch out. Every 10 turns, defeated characters are going to be revived. We also have endless ranks bonuses for our Imperial Troopers, which are a great faction. Essentially, we're going to revive, which is quite nice. And the enemy has got Thrill of the Hunt, which means they've got lots of additional what's known as true defense. They're going to be taking basically no damage until we get rid of these 9 stacks of true defense. It's kind of like having stone skin in the Dungeons and Dragons world. The feats then, we need to win battle with a full team of Imperial Troopers. We need to complete the battle after attempting to inflict stun 30 times, and we need to complete the battle without losing a unit. This sounds rather juicy. Okay, so the team that we're going to use is as follows. We're going to go in with a Veers team with Piet. We are going to throw in our good boy Moff Gideon. We're going to throw in Death Trooper and Range Trooper. The idea behind this is that Death Trooper can stun on a basic if the enemy target is dazed. We've got sources of daze from his own basic, Admiral Piet's AoE, Moff Gideon's AoE, and you just need to drag out the battle, stunning everybody as many times as possible, and basically last as long as possible. Don't worry if you can't actually get the stuns done with this team. We've got a team, if you've got Lord Vader, that will get the stuns done quite easily otherwise. But this is, if this is your only option, then you can get everything done. If you don't have Death Trooper, you won't really be able to get the stuns, but you will definitely be able to complete the battle. So let's check out the footage. Alrighty, so here we go. We are going to start off with a little bit of RNG. That, unfortunately, if they stun your Death Trooper, that's like incredibly frustrating. You do need to actually take some turns. Unfortunately, this is sometimes how it goes. Don't worry, your units will revive. But if they get a daze on your Piet, that's kind of worst case scenario. Alright, so we finally get to take a turn. I'm not going to use control the situation here. Instead, I'm just going to use an armor shred on Bosk. That completely misses because we were probably blinded. Going to use the Stomp with Range Trooper to start getting some buffs and gaining some turn meter. Just focusing down on Bosk right now. Unfortunately, like the stun or even a daze on Piet can be really detrimental. I want to try and control their turn meter as much as possible. There we go. We've got dazes across the board. We've started our stun train. Place the Emperor's Trap over on Death Trooper so he assists. And then we've got to try and control everybody. Once you've stunned Aura Singh, you want to try and stun people that can cleanse or people that can taunt. So, stun Grief because he can cleanse, and then go after Bosk afterwards. He currently does not have daze, so let's put that AoE out. Boom. For some reason he resisted the daze. I don't know how. He's not supposed to be able to resist that daze, but whatever. We'll strip away all of their buffs, and we're just looking to control here. So we've got daze on him, we've stunned him, super. Next up, we want to try and just keep on farming this, essentially. Using basics with Death Trooper on any unit that's got daze will mean they'll get stunned. They can resist that stun, but it doesn't matter if they resist, okay? So we're just going to try and farm this. We need to do this essentially 30 times. 30 times using a basic against a character that's got daze with Death Trooper is what we need to do, alright? So drag the battle out, essentially, as long as possible. You cannot farm this on Jabba the Hutt because it just won't trigger the attempted stun. So you just got to kind of keep going, basically. Just kind of keep going. Alright, so what I might do is I might try and fully kill someone like Grief, because Grief, with his ability to remove debuffs and place Retribution, is actually really annoying. Let's have a look here. I think he's about to take a turn, so I'm going to control the situation here, even though we had pretty good TM ourselves. Lovely. I'm not going to kill anybody just yet. Place that focus over here on Death Trooper right now. Let's have a look. Yep. We'll do the AoE here, get the AoE daze out. Lovely. We'll stomp for some additional turn meter. And what I might do is I might just use that Terminate ability on Grief Karga when I get a chance. Just over here, we'll go boop. And now he cannot revive. So he can't cleanse and place Retribution on the team, which is, I feel, to be quite useful. I'm going to go ahead and just target Bosk for the moment. Alrighty, cool. So, let's see if we can get a stun there. Okay, too much damage. That's fine. So, as you see, they revived then. Or they revived. And Grief Karga didn't come back because we killed him with Terminate. So, every chance we get, just use a basic against a dazed target with Death Trooper. And we'll just farm this for the time being. Just farm this. Just drag the battle out as long as you possibly can or until you get bored. And you should be able to get those dazes. Just, again, when you get a turn with Death Trooper, you hit one of the units that has got daze and he will stun them. Or he'll attempt to stun them. And that's all we're really looking for. Like I said, we need to do that 30 times. Let's strip back all their turn meter. I don't want them taking turns necessarily. Apart from Jabba, Jabba can always ignore, and he has cleansed, unfortunately. We don't like them cleansing. That was a bunch of attempts to get daze, and not one of them even triggered. I'm going to start ramping up the armor shreds on Jabba the Hutt now. Yeah, sure, let's get rid of their buffs. Got the heal immunity on them as well, which is nice. And I don't want Aura Singh taking any turns. We'll get the AoE out here. That's going to place daze on them. Lovely. And then let's just see. Let's get that stun over there. He resisted. Doesn't matter if they resist. That's totally fine. Focusing on Jabba the Hutt. They're going to revive again in 3 more turns. Get some damage done on Jabba. Get that damage in on Jabba. Alright, super. Like, Bosca's got daze, so let's see if we can just fully kill him, I guess. We'll just check out the AoE here. Get some dazes on the board. Dazes on the board. And then a basic over here. There's the stun that we're looking for. Alrighty. Oh, extra stuns going off. Beautiful. Love it. Going to focus on Jabba the Hutt here. Bosca's back in business. I'm going to go ahead and AoE here. Beautiful. And I'm going to save the AoE from Piat. But we're going to use the basic on Aura. Nice. We didn't kill her, so she got dazed. And we're just going to focus it out. I think we're probably in a pretty good position by now to try and finish off the battle. But you never truly know. You never truly know. So, I mean, we could get the AoE daze out here and daze the boss. Probably kill Aura Singh. Okay, it did not. Didn't kill Aura Singh, but we controlled the boss, which is lovely. And we'll just keep going here. Just keep going here, focusing on Jabba. He is really, really thick, so it will take a long time to chew through him, but you will eventually kill him. You will eventually kill him. See if we can get another daze over here on the Bosk. Not daze, sorry, a stun on the Bosk. Unfortunately, we did too much damage, probably because we ramped up quite a bit of that Emperor's Trap. Emperor's Trap does increase our offense and potency by 6% every single time we use it. Every time we gain it, rather. There we go. Stomp, stomp. Enemies are back, so we'll try and get AoE dazes out on the board. Lovely. I'll put out some more AoEs. Oh, wow, I wasn't expecting to kill those units then. That was kind of huge. That's kind of huge. So we're getting there now. Let's get that basic over on Aura. Lovely, that's another stun. Focusing on Jabba. Just focusing on Jabba. There's a nice big heal up from them. Alright, there we go. They are back in business over here. So all I want to do is try and get some dazes out once again. As soon as we get that chance. AoE using Gideon, second special. And then we can stun over here. Lovely. I'll do a stomp stomp. Maybe we'll call assist with our boy Death Trooper. Not this time. If we get a basic with Death Trooper, once again, we're going to focus on one of the units that's stunned currently. One of the units that's got dazed, sorry. Keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling. Not going to use an AoE here, but we are going to do that. Beautiful. I probably should have put more armor shred on Jabba there. But it's okay. Let's just keep on working down. Oh, that AoE might have been a mistake. Well, there we go. And that should get it done, guys. Lots of stuns, full Imperial Trooper team, and lots of buffs as well. Isn't that nice? If you're struggling to get the stuns feat done with the Imperial Troopers and you happen to have Lord Vader, I recommend using an EP Mara Jade team and throw in Lord Vader so that he can actually ramp and eventually kill Jabba. The problem with this team is that you can actually control this enemy team very, very well, and you can get all the stuns very, very easy with an EP Mara Jade team. The problem is Jabba the Hutt is just impossibly tanky, and you'll never kill him. You'll just time out on Jabba, or realistically speaking, what will happen is Jabba will develop so much mastery over time that you just will not be able to survive his attacks. So using Lord Vader in this team just means that we're able to actually ramp up our own mastery and eventually defeat Jabba. We've got that heal immunity as well, which is quite nice. So we're just using EP Mara Jade essentially just for the ability for us to go ahead and get all the stuns that we need. Throw an Invader just to get a little bit of extra control, a little bit of extra damage. Thrawn, able to pass turn meter, that sort of thing. Also, when you use a basic from Thrawn on a target that has got ability block, he will also land a stun. So there are elements to it there as well. What we can realistically do is just get a couple of these AoEs out, a couple of the AoE stuns from Palpatine, and then just put it on full auto. Eventually Lord Vader will go into his ultimate, and enemies that die when he's in his ultimate will not be able to be revived, so we don't have to worry about the constant revive mechanic for our enemy. The enemy Jabba the Hutt doesn't actually have his ultimate, so he can't permanently kill any of our units either, which is really useful. So it's just kind of a waiting game, truth be told, guys. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but there we go. I don't really want to hit her, so I'm going to go ahead and hit Bosk. Aura Singh is still the most annoying unit because she can stun, and it does feel like that they just get bonus attacks after bonus attacks after bonus attacks and a bunch of additional turn meter. But the useful thing about Darth Vader, again, with his Merciless Massacre, is we can actually loop through turns to get back round to being alive again, as it were, very, very quickly. Very quickly indeed. Please stop stunning my Palpatine. I need him. I need him! And once again, we're going to go ahead and get a stun here with Mara Jade. We'll pass the turn over to Vader, get him out of stun there. Throw out our AoE Tenacity Down and Shock. And then Palpatine's going to generate some good turn meter. We'll drop a big stack of damage there with our good lad Lord Vader. More stuns there coming out of Thrawn. More stuns coming out of Palpatine. Let's just generate all of the stuff that we can right now. Generate all of the stuff that we can. Beautiful. So of course, Lord Vader, as a Galactic Legend, can't actually gain any turn meter. He is immune, so don't worry if he's dazed, because he can't gain turn meter in this team anyway. It would make him ridiculously broken in a Palpatine team if Lord Vader could gain turn meter. Like, that would just... Could you imagine all of the turn meter? Do you never take a turn again after Lord Vader goes? Alright, let's keep passing turns back and forth. I should probably pass turns over to Lord Vader, truth be told. Try and get him closer to his ultimate. Just spreading that damage where I can right now. Spread that damage where you can. We're not in any rush right now. We're just farming for wonderful, wonderful stuns. That's all we're looking to do right now. Just get those stuns. Get those stuns. Mara Jade, you can also stun. And I should have probably saved that AoE, truth be told, because, you know, units and reviving and all this business. But hey-ho. Let's just focus on Jabba right now. You'll notice that Jabba is just incredibly thick. Alright, we do have an ultimate available. So what we'll look to do now is I'll probably go ahead and make sure we're not killing any units there. Wait for Lord Vader's turn. Well, here we go. Here's Lord Vader's turn. He'll go into ultimate. Now that when we kill units, they're just not going to revive. Once they're done like that, they're just going to straight up die. Doesn't matter who does it. Get the stun there. Anybody that gets a kill during Lord Vader's ultimate is going to permanently kill the enemy team. So into Merciless Massacre and just throw that, and then we're just going to put it on full auto. You sit back and you wait for Lord Vader to ramp enough damage to deal with this Jabba the Hutt. It takes a bit of time, I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen, but he should eventually be able to do enough damage to kill this Jabba the Hutt. Eventually. We've also got quite a few sources of ability blocks here, which will be useful in controlling Jabba so that he doesn't constantly have his AoEs available and stuff like that. And of course the shock is also going to provide us with a source of preventing him from regaining health. But unfortunately it's just a timeout match, so I'm going to come back to you in about 74 minutes. So as we can see, we are still going here. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Lord Vader is finally starting to ramp up enough damage now. Every time he's using that ultimate, he's absorbing mastery from his living allies. So eventually, we will get to the point that we can clear through this Jabba the Hutt. Something's happened to my Darth Vader. He looks like he's permanently stunned. Just feeling a little bit blue. But we eventually get the kill with Lord Vader. Just have a little bit of faith in the process and just put it on full auto. And eventually you'll get all those stuns. And you'll have a great time doing it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to about do it for today's episode of Galactically Challenged with your bald-headed boy Scribble. Make sure you like that button and consider subscribing to your boy Scribe. Wonderful, wonderful patrons. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your continued support. And until the very next video, peace out, and may the Force be with you.